back in the day, the Commonwealth Government was the biggest buyer of carbon credits. Today, the biggest buyer is large corporations that want to offset their own emissions on their own path towards net zero. Now, if all your carbon credits are tied up in long-term sales contracts, they're not able to be purchased by these corporates. These same corporates are the main buyers of properties for carbon or properties with carbon in the market today. So they are buying to essentially secure carbon credits for themselves, which is great. But if you're...
So they're buying the land, not the credits. Sorry, they're now out there purchasing land to be able to secure the credits rather than saying, we'll just approach farmers and graziers to do these projects and buy the credits off them.
Absolutely. So they see value in being able to buy land, either that's suitable to put a carbon project in place or with one already. However, the one that already has the carbon project in place, if it is coupled with a long-term sales contract for those carbon credits, that's of no use to them. They're not buying it for an investment, Ben. They're not buying it for a return on their capital. They're buying it for the carbon credits to essentially retire within their own business and offset their own emissions. So that's been a big change within the industry. Early on, everyone took out these long-term, 10-year contracts to the Commonwealth Government, which was very safe and secure. A lot of those contracts back in the day, Ben, were $8 and $10 a carbon credit. Today, the spot market sits at around 30. On a simple comparison, when we're valuing these projects from a market value perspective, one set of calculations is done at $8 or $10 a carbon credit. The market potentially sitting at 30, you're locked in at $8 or $10. There's a difference there. There's a difference in value to you or to a potential purchaser to buy that property subject to these contracts. So it's just something to be aware of. I mean, I don't criticize anyone for taking out those long-term contracts. That was the best choice available at the time. But this is a new and emerging industry that no doubt has a lot of maturing to do. But in today's market, you're better off uncontracted carbon credits and finding your corporate partners as potential buyers for them.